Get ready with me while I talk about a serious conversation. Being uncomfortable. There's absolutely nothing more painful in this life than realizing that you are very far behind, or it feels like that, especially in your 20s. And one of the difficult parts is being self aware that you're repeating patterns which are pulling you back. And it's very uncomfortable to change those patterns and actually go for what you go for, because there's this fear and there's also this doubt. This is how I feel, right? I feel like I could tell myself that, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go for it. Be consistent with the content, be consistent with the gym, just be consistent with reaching the goal, even a simple thing as reading a book. But because I am so comfortable being in my bed, doom scrolling on the phone, or even binge watching, it makes me feel so comfortable, you know? I'm cozy, I know the routine, I know everything. It's like very predictable. And what's uncomfortable is knowing the unpredictable, because it comes with a lot of discomfort. It comes with a lot of trusting in yourself, which is mostly scary. You know what I've noticed in life? It's easy to tell someone, hey, change your patterns, stop doing the same thing. It's easy to give someone else advice, especially on the things that you've been through and conquered, probably even mentally and emotionally. That's the easiest. But physically, I think the only people which can give the best advice is the people which have already conquered it. Because if you're still conquering it yourself, you just can't give advice. But like those doubts which creep in, everything which makes you have fear, like it's been holding me back, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also speaking for myself, because I know I'm not the only one out there, watching other kids do what they actually want to do, you know, watching other kids follow your dream as well. Let me not specifically say your dream, but they're living the life that you aspire. And yes, sometimes I do feel like I'm far behind in life, because we all have a goal and a vision that by this age, excuse the birds, by this age, I should have been living like this. I should have done this. I should be currently this should be my norm. And then you wake up and then you realize, no, actually, you're not. And you can't blame anybody but yourself. We've all been through pain, we've all been through hurts, but don't be a victim, because then you're gonna hold yourself back in life. And trust me, I know these people out there which give that advice, and it's so annoying, but it's so true. Guys, if I'm being honest, impilo inzima. Life is difficult. Life is so difficult, bro. It comes with trials and tribulations, stress, worries, and the worst part is the unpredictability. Like, it's so unpredictable. One minute you think you got it, like you really, really think you got it, and then boom, crazy ass shit happens, and you're like, how? But you know what I've noticed, ne? When has it ever been wrong to see someone try? Literally, someone try. And they're right. There's people out there which have the less talent than you, but because they try, because they're consistent, because they believe in themselves, that's how they got that goal. That's how they got to live the life that you aspire to live. And yet you're here, you know that you have the potential. And although life comes with a lot of mixed up stuff, always find a way to regulate what you actually want to do in it. I hope I'm speaking for a lot of people, because kunzima, guys, kunzima, especially as a 20-something-year-old. Like, I thought Abazali were joking when they said, oh, now you're gonna miss your high school days and your primary days, because out in the world, you're gonna have to figure it out on your own. Mind you still have to get your own bag. Mind you still have to take care of yourself. You're literally parenting yourself. You're literally parenting the inner child in you. That parent that you couldn't have in your life, you're doing that now. you know, and it's uncomfortable. It's been difficult, guys. Ever since I reached my 20s, it's been scary. It's been nothing but procrastination as well. That one has me by the chokehold, and it eats me up, you know. I don't know, I just feel like also you also feel alone. No one knows how much you want it out there. Only you do, you know. Everyone is focused, everyone is like focused on themselves, so they really don't have time to cater to you, even your own parents, you know, because they also have expectations on you as well, that by this age you should have done this, you should have completed this, you should be doing that, you know. It's even more difficult for people out there which don't even have support, you know. The only support they have is themselves, which I find very insane, guys. That like genuinely no one believes in you, no one sees your vision except you. I just feel like we live in this world where everyone just puts a fake smile on, even in the camera. And you know what I've noticed? I have nothing to lose by being this real. Literally. Because at the end of the day, guys, you only have one life. One. How do you want to live it? With regret? With sorrow? With pain? With just daydreaming about the life that you want to live instead of accomplishing it, instead of just doing? It's like, and I understand, hey? People are like, just do. Bro, it's not easy to just do. Because literally, do you know how much I have to change in my daily routine? And especially if it's comfortable. Luna, so spacey tamaile. Like, imagine that. The amount of shit I had to delete. But it's fine. Anyways, guys, I was still talking about being uncomfortable, right? I don't even know how I'm going to maintain being consistent with my makeup, fashion, lifestyle, content, and with the consistency as well. Plus, I need to build a community so that I can start working with serious brands, you know. But because of school, I'm trying to find the perfect schedule, you know. And also, I love to socialize. I mean, I'm a social butterfly. I wouldn't have chosen content if I wasn't a social butterfly. What do you think about being uncomfortable? This is like how I envision being uncomfortable, right? Imagine someone steals your phone. I know, very tragic. But listen, let me cook. I have a point, right? Imagine someone steals your phone. And that phone, right, that you've had before it got stolen. Like, ia freezer, ia jama, you know, like it's not working. You understand? But like you're trying to make it work. And you keep telling yourself, I'm gonna get it when like, you know, this phone is like completely dead, like it's finished, like there's no use. And you can see Gucci now we're like, you know, you go out, right? Mind you, I'm explaining part of my story. This has once happened to me not long ago, this year even. So you go out, all right, to a house party, and then your phone gets stolen there. And it got stolen, how? Because you went to go get food in the kitchen, and some annoying guy came and just yapping, why are you wearing makeup? You know, you're so pretty, you shouldn't be wearing makeup. And I'm just like, you don't know me. So you get annoyed by that, and then you just leave. Because you're hungry, you just want to eat in peace, you're looking pretty, and this nigga is killing your vibe. So you leave. So when you're done eating, right, you're like, oh, I forgot that I have my phone. I left it in the kitchen. Now you go and you look in the kitchen and oh well, it's not there. It's not there at all. Imagine how scary that is. And then you ask the person which was hosting, which is your ex-best friend, to like help you look for it, right? And then you look and it's not found, right? Now imagine me in that position. You know, that killed the whole night. Mind you, you're invited left, right, and center to second location. And you wanna go because it's second location. Like, come on. And everyone's just like, we'll bring you back home. But knowing you have trust issues, especially in this real world. You gotta have trust issues, especially when you care about your life. You know, if I was going out to second location with my besties like that, I would have been like, it's fine, fuck the phone, let's go. But because I was in a house party and I'm going with like people which I know, but like I'm still getting to know, I'm just like, hey, I kitty tape, and this is not how my trust is going to start. You know, imagine going out. Let's say like you're gonna see someone's true colors. Like true colors do come out when you're drunk. So you don't have a phone for a good month, you know. So you're all up in your thoughts. That shit is uncomfortable, guys. You know, especially like I said, when your routine is like doom scrolling, you know, and you know that's your shit. Like you're thinking into SLS, you know, thinking my life, the things I could have done with that phone. Mind you, in that phone, you did your content, you did everything, then you had to start all over again. This is me starting all over. But with that starting all over, it comes with a bit of trauma that like, you don't want to waste time as you did, you know? Because guys, I'm not gonna lie, when my phone got stolen, it made me realize how much time I'd wasted. Because like, I had the content, I had everything, I was just procrastinating to post it. I always thought there was just a perfect day, but then people are always like, just do it, just post, just do it. And they're right. Especially if you're hustling, you know, and you're a freelancer, you're an independent person. Like, just do it. Just post that content, do that business. Like, don't overthink it. Because I promise you, that's one thing which was holding me back, the overthinking. So then I got a new phone, and this phone, well, it's odd. Because imagine you went from a Samsung to an iPhone. That's uncomfortable because now you have to like get used to an iOS, and now people are teaching you how to use a damn iOS. And hey, this phone is very good for content, mind you. You can see me clearly because of the phone that I'm using. And my parents did try to convince me get a Samsung again, but I was just like, honestly, I really want to take this content thing seriously. I do want you guys to see me really clearly. Like, this is Diosa, like, you know, this is her face. This is how she does her makeup. And I'm seeing her very clearly, you know? Guys, I know I look insane, eh? But like, trust the process. I know the eyeshadow, it's insane. But like, this is what I'm talking about, being uncomfortable, but trusting the process. But guys, you don't know how much I've just been doing it and then going back to my old ways, my old routine, and then getting up and doing it. I'm so tired of that, you know? Like, it's tiring, it's sickening, actually, and it's very annoying. And the thing is, it's a me versus me type of situation. Like, no one can help me with this except me. No one can help you either. No one can help you with changing your routine. No one can help you with reaching the dream life that you want. No one is parenting you. You're actually parenting yourself. And nobody understands how much you want this thing bad except you, especially as a creative. I think in the creative space, that's what's even more difficult, you know? What am I saying? Even educational people, especially as a South African, guys, please, the way I don't want to live here anymore. The unemployment is bad. The crime rate is bad. The respect for women even is bad. Shout out to the girls out there which are working, taking a risk to actually go and work. You understand? Outside, especially in the nighttime, because that's the most scariest time. But I hope you guys walk with me in this journey of being consistent with the content. You know, I wish I had people which are like, hey, why are you quiet? Why aren't you posting? Because like I look at these other content creators and I'm like, you got people which bother you like that? As you ghost. I think also one of the difficult lessons I've learned in this life is that nothing good comes easy, you know? And anything which comes easy, you have to pay for really hard. But once you work for something really hard, you're gonna get anything you want easy, you know? So, which path are you choosing? The one which takes time, which requires hard work, or the one where you get everything now but you have to pay for later and it's going to take longer for you to pay? But guys, I think one of also the biggest challenges in this life is that, like, oh guys, social media really makes you feel like you're behind, because like, what do you mean you see someone buying a Birkin bag at the age of like your age, you know? It just makes you think like, huh, what am I doing? I feel so useless, you know? But then you never know what's going on in people's lives. That's genuinely like the scary part, that like you never know what's going on in people's lives. Here having a chat and doing my makeup. Cause why not? Literally, like, why not? Anyways, guys, this is the final look. Hope you guys enjoyed my little chit chat with me. And I'll see you guys another time. Probably tomorrow. Because the goal is to edit this tonight and post it tonight. Because I do want a community, guys. I do wanna like do this journey with you. I just be talking too much, but this is the final look. Let me show you guys in the sun. So guys, this is how it looks outside. Bye y'all.